Hello, dance educators. I am Heather Jean Wilson, a professor, teaching artist, and creator of the Grunt If You Understand method of ballet training. As I began teaching ballet, I knew I wanted to pass on precise training, impeccable etiquette, but in a fun-loving manner. What came about over the next 30 plus years was a sincere passion, commitment, and desire to help my students understand every detail of ballet. I did not want to simply give class. I wanted to teach class. I wanted to explain, educate, dissect, and break down the steps in a way that my students would understand them with clarity and ease. But mostly, I wanted to deliver these teachings with playful and memorable humor. I'm so excited to share my Grunt If You Understand vocabulary terminology series. Remember, these ideas are going to be comical, they're going to be playful, often absurd, and definitely fun, which is what makes them so memorable. Before we get started, a quick reminder that the Grunt If You Understand method of ballet training goes well beyond the vocabulary and terminology of dance. It's going to help dancers understand all of the mechanics of ballet technique, from the smallest details to the big picture. So you can find out more about that full program at gruntifyouunderstand.com. So let's get right into the Grunt If You Understand vocabulary terminology series.
What does lightning have to do with ballet?
So what does lightning have to do with ballet? This is another visualization that's going to help us with vocabulary. When teaching your students soubresaut, you can teach them the translation, which is to jolt. So I tell the students, when I first teach soubresaut in 5th position, I say, what would happen if this studio suddenly got struck by lightning? We would all jolt right up off the floor. So if you can visualize every time you go to do a soubresaut that the building got struck by lightning and the building was jarred and vibrated and you went flying into the air, you would have a soubresaut. So teach soubresaut means to jolt, and the building just got struck by lightning. And you just got bounced right off that floor. Soubresaut, to jolt. Whether they be beginner, intermediate, advanced students, teach them their vocabulary, make sure they know the translations, and it will help them execute these steps beautifully. Knowing that soubresaut means to jolt will help them with that dynamic of speed, and they will take off with strength and with cleanliness, and it will have that element and that dynamic of surprise because the building just got struck by lightning. So, soubresaut, jolt.
Grunt if you understand.
Thank you for joining me for Grunt If You Understand's vocabulary and terminology series. I hope you'll check back as the library of visualizations expands.